Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another exciting episode of 10 Dead Rats, a Warhammer Fantasy and old school D&D mashup. Our spooktacular episode.
Spectacular at last.
Everyone is delightfully in costume.
Fall.
Well, okay, I have a costume, but I can only wear it very briefly.
Oh. What does that mean?
Because it's not going to work. You'll see.
Very
Ready?
exciting.
Ready? You ready for this?
What?
This is a character from another one of our Wandering DMs channel's excellent shows.
What the heck happened?
Hi, everyone.
Oh my God.
How's it going?
Wow.
Welcome.
Wow, that's
What?
terrifying.
What? Why would you say that? It's really hard to see out of, actually.
Wow. Oh man.
Right, there you go.
I can see the issue. You look pretty sweaty after 30 seconds there.
30 seconds. Yeah.
The eye holes are really small. Okay, so a couple of other quick, not holiday-related announcements. Congratulations to Colleen, who you may notice looks like she's frozen down there, because she is actually on another show tonight.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Wow.
I actually have no details. Does anybody have any details of the show that Colleen is on? No. Great. So somewhere out there in the universe, Colleen is doing improv comedy, and we fully support and endorse her. And she'll be here later, actually, so she'll just be a little bit late to the stream. She will be reappearing. She did
Or she's
briefly
sitting
check
very
in.
still right now, and this is all a bit. Impossible to know.
Yeah, I don't know if she intentionally, when she checked in, cut herself off in that pose to give us that lovely still, but it was too good not to leave up. So,
Oh man.
so there we go.
Excellent.
Also, welcome back to the stream, Andy Grimaldi.
Woo!
Hey, hello. I'm so glad to be here.
Andy will be, in fact, permanently taking square number 4. We have
Oh,
a fourth
yeah.
player.
Good
Woo!
square.
Excellent. So, super exciting. So glad to have you with us, Andy. Thank you so much. And honestly, beyond just being a delightful person to roleplay with, it gives us that extra bit of flexibility we so desperately need to keep the show on air when one of our members is missing. So,
Oh man.
yeah.
So happy to be here. Do some
Awesome.
role playing.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So we'll be
what
introducing
what
your
a
character.
what an episode to show up in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure it'll be fine. Seems fine.
Yeah.
I'm not concerned.
Great.
Only good things happen here, I think.
That's enough of that.
So, I think that's all I have for announcements. So, let's get into our spooktacular episode of 10 Dead Rats. And we are back. Hello, everybody.
Max. His costume just gets better and better.
I want to have sex. Ooh. This is why I don't do voices when I'm running games.
Wow. Last week on 10 Dead Rats, our party arrived at the tiny village of Unterbaum, traveled up the series of locks to get up the mighty falls to this tiny village. There they met two persons of note, Vorster, who appeared to be a very gregarious fellow and someone who was seemed to carry some weight in town, who brought them to see Korabreth, the druid, protector of the village, who volunteered to accompany our group up into the hills. In fact, he seemed very prepared for it. Had canoes ready, equipment, and seemed to be eager to set off. And so our group piled into a couple of canoes and paddled upriver for several days. Finally, eventually, getting to a point where they could no longer paddle their canoes because the river had become too shallow and fast-moving and dangerous. They pulled to the side and continued on foot, arriving at night to the Devil's Bowl, a strange open area in these hills where a group of standing stones seemed to circle a dark pool. In fact, just for our sake, let's take a look at what that looked like. Excellent. Arriving there at night, the sharp-eyed Indigo spotted the sign of a small campfire in the distance, and our group plodded forward to go find out what that was about. In fact, actually split up, making a two-pronged attack on the camp, and making quick work of the three guards who sat at the camp, presumably in the employ of Etelka, who they believed to be nearby. In fact, we ended just as the party was interrogating one of the guards, asking him where Etelka was. He pointed off into the distance where the party could see a sloping, rocky face of a mountain with a cave in it from which emanated a strange bluish light and the sounds of a shriek. So, that's where we'll be picking up. Not
I
that
heard a
kind
little
of
shriek there.
That's,
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's my cat.
Spooky and spooktacular, it would seem.
Yeah. Ugh.
So, let's see. Yeah, it's difficult.
Sucks.
It's really difficult to roleplay with an eye patch on, it turns out. Really difficult. Yeah, indeed. Okay, did I mark 4 days off? I don't think I did. I'm going to do that right now. Lovely. As you recall, as you traveled up here into the Barren Hills, the landscape became more and more strange and unusual. In fact, one detail I think I forgot in my recap there was that Bruno saw some strange growths, some strange plant growths, an odd bit of fungus that he decided he must inspect and go get a sampling of, and the very chaotic magic of the area had infused into this mushroom, and as he cut a piece forth and pocketed it, took a little corruption damage there.
Fortunately, I now have the mushroom, so...
Now have a chaos-infused mushroom. Excellent.
Wait, it comes up, you're set.
Great. Well,
so the landscape is generally clear, rocky up here. You're beyond sort of there only the occasional twisted, gnarled, weird-looking tree with these strange growths on it, which maybe are some kind of chaos-infused fungus. You can see in the distance the rocks piling up in a slope, and the dark cave with the strange blue light emanating from it. The shriek you've just heard. What do you guys want to do?
And that's the place that this guy pointed saying Etelka had gone.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And are we just, is Yeffy actually gone, or are we,
Nope, we will assume Yeffy is there with you.
Okay, great.
Yeffy, watch these prisoners, watch these guys, and Bruno, we should go check out that cave.
Oh, yeah, the A-team here. Let's,
Yeah!
Great, the cave. Right,
Yeah.
where the shrieks just came from. Yup.
Yeah.
Yup. Great, perfect. I'm ready for that. Let me just, give me 1 second here.
Yeah.
I want to rummage through what I guess is Etelka's tent to try to find any of the material components that I seem to be missing from the book.
Excellent. give me a intelligence test, please. See if you can find something useful.
All right. Ooh, that. Just not wearing my glasses for the. And now let me just check my. Intelligence bonus here. Perfect. That looks like an 11. As my camera goes completely out of focus. Awesome.
You find some odd materials. Definitely some things that seem mystic in nature. Odd powders and bits of dried plants that you can only imagine the use case for. A small vial of an unknown dark reddish liquid. But you don't find specifically what was referenced in your book.
Okay, forget it.
Come on,
Yeah,
we don't have time for that. You can loot her stuff after we're done. I don't know. Whatever we're gonna do with her.
Whatever we're gonna do. Okay, just the last time we ran into someone just carrying a letter from her, they summoned a demon at us. So.
Right. Well,
Okay.
We're here way earlier this time. There's no way there's a demon in there right now. And I got this big heavy armor. Clang, clang, clang.
That's so cool. Have you had that this whole time?
Right.
I'm
That's
even
right.
wearing that.
Just put it on. Just put it on.
Looks good. You look like a knight.
Corbreath looks at you, Indigo, and says, "And what of me? Should I stay here, or should I stay and hold the camp with the dwarf, or accompany you?"
Yeah.
I mean, there's only... I don't know. What do you think, Bruno? There is only one wizard in there, right? We can probably take her.
Yeah, we can take her. Everybody else stay here. He's pretty loud anyway,
Yeah. Definitely gotta be stealthy.
I forgot about that immediately.
All right, let's go. And Indigo's gonna start walking towards the cave.
All right. So, Indigo and just Indigo and Bruno moving towards the cave then?
Yes.
Very good. Will you each roll me an agility test?
Sure. 13.
Excellent.
2.
Very good.
It's been a long night now.
Okay. Great. So the two of you make your way as quickly as you can, a few hundred yards over to up this gravelly path to this small cave, which you think, as you approach the entry to it, you think you might even have missed it if it wasn't for the strange bluish light coming out of it. It's actually fairly small. It looks like it opens up into a larger cave opening within, but the actual entrance is little more than a crack in the rock. Big enough for a person to squeeze through, but just. And which one of you approaches first?
Indigo, can you even fit through that in your new turtle shell there?
Yeah. And I'll just start squeezing my way in.
You hear
okay,
as you press towards the crack, Indigo. As you move towards it, you're fairly sure it's wide enough, a wide enough crack that you think you can squeeze through. But as you press forward, Bruno sits on a large boulder to watch how you do it, and the whole boulder comes loose and rumbles and crashes down, and Bruno kind of goes tumbling and lets out a little yelp. At this point, Indigo, you hear a woman's voice from within the cave echoing and saying something loud in some strange language. You think you can hear Snrut Nyat Durata Lapanasu Dilis.
Well, that can't be good, whatever it is.
That doesn't sound good.
Come on, we gotta hurry.
Great.
All right, so you go rushing through the crack Indigo, pushing your way through. You come. Give me an agility test. Let's see how well you move through this space.
Natural 1.
Excellent. So you
This is the
you jam
worst stealth
you kind of
mission.
turn to the side, you jam a shoulder through, it scrapes against rock, there is a clatter of gravel, there's a squeal of steel as you just muscle your way through and then go rolling inside with just this loud clatter of metal and rock, gravel and whatnot. Bruno,
I didn't feel any of that. This armor is great.
yeah, you feel fantastic. You gotta roll. You roll with it, and you come to your feet in this cave. Fairly largish cave, oblong. You're at one end, one of the narrow ends. You can see it extend forward. You can see at the other end there are two people. Standing over a heap of something that looks like it's got, like either it's just an old campfire or like has it like sticks protruding up. Definitely this odd kind of heap. And above that is the semi-translucent appearance of a spectral third person that emanates an eerie blue light. The spectral figure appears to be somewhat portly gentleman with a wispy, long, pointed beard, a big hat on, but towards his body, it just starts to become more translucent and insubstantial as his legs kind of just disappear into nothingness. You can't see feet at all, and he kind of hovers insubstantially over this pile of something on the ground. He's kind of got his shoulder to you. He's turned to the side, Indigo, to face the profile of a woman standing across from him in powder blue traveling clothes. You can see a splash of blonde hair, but better kept, you would think, than anyone should be traveling in this kind of wilderness. And you smell as you enter the cave this waft of lilac and musk smell, this sort of pungent perfume odor. And she's standing there, and you can see she's got actually in her hand an open book that she's looking at, and she's kind of twisted 3/4 turn towards you and is looking at you as you approach. Standing somewhat behind her is a third person, and Andy, why don't you tell us what that third person looks like?
Well, she looks like she has been traveling, actually.
Great, us too.
Yeah, as well presented as her mistress is. The person behind, sort of covered in several days ride, wearing sort of. They look like look-alike robes, like they're meant to look good next to hers. So also in that blue, but not quite as nice. They seem like they've been patched a couple times. This person's very reedy, and she looks kind of just keeps looking between the mistress, between you guys who've just fallen down, just kind of looking back and forth. There was like an elaborate somersault or something.
Oh man! Oh god!
She looks at you, Indigo, and she says, "You, I saw you in Kemperbad.
Yeah.
What do you want?"
We're here to stop you?
We were dressed as women then, but
Yes.
yeah, absolutely. We're here.
To stop.
Sorry, I'm here too. Squeezing it after me. Yeah. Where? Yeah, to stop. It's a ghost. It's a ghost.
You fools! Stop me! You're much too late for that.
Damn it.
Let's roll initiative.
Not again.
I'm glad we get to fight Andy. I'm glad Andy just plays a villain here. That's excellent.
Yep.
You want to do it, Crips?
Sure. Okay. I shouldn't have. I rolled a 1.
Oh! I only rolled a 2. I thought for sure I was going to lose.
Again.
If we get down there, we're real huffing and puffing. Just fell and squeeze through an armor.
She again incants. She reaches into a pouch in her pocket and she pulls out some kind of like chalky dust or something, and she just sprinkles it around in front of her, and she says, "Rise, rise." And as she does so, you can see those sticks or whatever they're sticking up out of the ground actually appear to be bones. And they start to rise up and assemble
cool.
into the shape of full humanoid skeletons. 3 of them, in fact, rising up out of the ground and start shambling in your direction. And as she does that and incants the spell, she then turns to the ghost and she says, "And you, tell me where it is now. You must promise to properly bury my bones. Tell me where it is first."
Dagmar's balls.
Indigo, what do you do?
I'm gonna rush
Man.
Etelka.
Okay, there's 3 skeletons between you and her right now.
I'm feeling pretty good about my armor.
Okay.
Maybe a little foolhardy here. And I'm gonna run up and I'm gonna try to interrupt whatever she's doing.
Okay, give me an agility test. Let's see if you can get around the skeletons without them, because they're clearly trying to interpose themselves between you and her.
Only a 5.
Okay, so you go rushing forward, and one of the skeletons stands right in front of you, and you kind of just slam into it.
Uh-oh. Spooky skeleton.
Roll me a strength test. Roll me a strength test.
This is
my
a
gosh,
spooky episode. Oh, man.
5.
Oh,
Okay,
man.
You slam into it. Several of its bones in its rib cage crack, but it reaches its arms around you, and like it's just trying to hold you still. So far, we'll see on its turn how well of a job it's doing. But for the moment, anyway, you've not managed to just push right past it, and it's completely in your way now. Bruno, what are you doing?
It's no time for hugs, Indigo. I guess I pull out my sling and I launch a sling stone at Etelka. It looks like Indigo's got these skeletons all right where he wants them.
I got him!
13? 13?
13 slinging a stone at a skeleton or at Etelka?
At Etelka.
Okay, so you grab up your sling, you load it with a rock, you hurl it, it goes screaming right towards Etelka's forehead, and about 6 inches away from it, it goes ting, and like it ricochets off of some insubstantial shimmer of light that suddenly appears there in front of her face.
Just one wizard, huh? Just one wizard.
Mina, what are you
I'm
doing?
not wrong, probably.
Is Mistress Herzen looking at me at all? Or
Actually,
am I
no, she
completely-
kind of got her back to you at the moment. She's looking really intently at the ghost, in fact.
Okay, Mina is going to try to very subtly cast a magic missile at one of the skeletons. It's sort
Okay.
of, maybe perhaps around, so it's not entirely clear what I'm doing, and I would have, deniability.
Casting magic is not necessarily a subtle act. It involves
All right.
making gestures with your hand and speaking these strange words of power, similar to what you just heard me do with Etelka earlier.
In that case,
Yeah.
I will say, don't worry, I've got it, and I will cast magic missile at Indigo, at the skeleton who is currently holding Indigo.
Perfect. Great.
Wow.
That's a 1, so welcome to the team, guys.
That's the one on the casting die.
That fits, though.
All right. What a way to start it. That's like our
Not
first.
to get it.
That's our first.
This is the first spell of
First
the whole
first
party.
player cast spell in the game.
Sounds like a
And it's a
critical
mishap.
failure.
That's
Done
lovely.
it right.
Okay. So let me just consult my rules here real quick and remind myself what with a scale of nonsense I should inflict on you.
Yeah.
Yeah, seriously. God, that's
boy.
actually that's very accurate. What's the spell?
Okay. A faint pink shimmer appears surrounding Mina completely. It gives off a slight light, making her very easy to see, very easy to spot. It's quite attractive against the blue of her traveling clothes, and she's rimmed in this pinkish glow, and is very easy to spot now.
Two wizards, Bruno.
There are two wizards.
Oh, yeah, he is here.
Hi, everybody.
Hello.
Excellent. Welcome.
That was very scary.
Bring her me.
Spooktacular, Max. Were you expecting
oh,
no
man.
spook?
I didn't think I was going to be spooked. I thought it was, yeah. Oh, man.
All right. Okay, I'm just gonna roll you in, Yeffy, in a moment. We're in initiative order right now, so when we swing around to you, I'll tell you what's going on. Okay, the skeletons converge on Indigo, and they just start attempting to beat on him with bony fists.
My AC.
Your AC is now 2. So, two of them are completely ineffectual, and one of them, though, seems to manage to stick his bony fingers in through the visor and try to start to gouge Indigo's eye for 3 points of damage.
Oh my god!
Damn.
Oh, jeez.
He got a 19. Etelka kind of looks quizzically at Mina, who's now glowing pink, turns back to the ghost and says, "Tell me where it is now, or I will grind your bones to dust and toss them to the winds."
Dagmar's bones.
Dagmar's bow.
And he says, "No, it's there." And he points to a spot on the wall. And Etelka rushes over there. "Mina, come! Help me find it!" And she starts scrabbling around the wall. Okay. She's pulling rocks free. Dirt is trickling down the edge of the wall. Indigo, what do you do?
I guess I'm gonna try to cut down this skeleton that just stabbed me in the eyes.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
His finger bones are still in the visor of your fancy plate mail armor.
Bruno, there's two wizards. We need help.
This is what happens. One of them could be a demon. There could be a demon at any point.
How'd you do, Indigo? Indigo, you're on fire tonight.
Seriously,
You are on fire. Okay.
My second
This is
one.
getting a little too spooky.
So, Yeffy, to catch you up. Bruno and Indigo, having heard a wail and seen a strange blue light from a nearby cave, said, "We'll go investigate this. Yeffy, you and Cora Breath stay here and hold the prisoners." If you recall, you were at a campsite with having just taken some prisoners. They skulked off and very quickly started making a lot of noise.
Yeah.
There was crashes, there was bangs, there's a squeal of metal, shouts, and you very quickly realized that they were in trouble. So you grabbed Cora Brett's arm and said, "Come on," and the two of you rushed on over, and you're now standing at the crack into this cave. So the hillside here kind of grows in a sort of tumbling rocky space, and there's just about a man-sized vertical crack in the rock there that one can get through to get into this cave. It's certainly big enough, no problem for someone like yourself to squeeze through. You're kind of surprised that Indigo and his ridiculous shiny armor made it through. But you can see that you realize looking at it probably would have been well hidden if not for the fact that there's blue light shining out of it. And as you approach the cave and peer in, you can hear the shouts and yells, and you can see kind of closest to you is Bruno. He's got his sling, and he's just slung a stone. Further into the cave, you can see Indigo wrestling with 3 animated skeletons. And then behind that group, you can see Etelka and her apprentice and a ghost, a shimmering, insubstantial ghost.
Yeah, ghost. Yeah, exactly.
Bruno, what have you done?
Come on now. It's Etelka, her entitlement. You know.
What would you like to do, Yeffy?
I guess. Wow, guys. Yeffy doesn't know where to stab skeletons because they're bones. So I guess she's gonna have to try to sneak up on Etelka somehow with the shadows. Get real low.
Great. Yeffy, make me 2 tests, please. I would like an agility and an intelligence test.
Okay. Until here's your. Ooh, that's a 13.
That's
not
the.
bad.
Is that the agility?
That's the agility. It's not the
Very
best.
good. Very good.
Not as good as I can normally do. And then an intelligence. 4.
Okay, great. So
Oh, boy.
you easily slide through the crack into the cave. The cave is kind of oblong, kind of a cigar shape out in front of you. You slam yourself to one wall and you start skulking around it, circling wide around Bruno, around Indigo and the wrestling skeletons, and getting closer to Etelka. Now, I will mention Etelka looks looks like she has endured the travel quite well. She is in a smart powder blue traveling outfit. Her golden hair is free and loose, but still looks well coiffed, and you can smell the odor of lilac and musk coming from her. Next to her is her apprentice, who looks like a disheveled, poor imitation of Etelka, but who's also strangely glowing slightly, a slight pinkish glow emanating from her.
Is it a smelly glow?
It doesn't smell, but it looks, it's almost attractive, but it makes her really easy to spot in this dark.
Great.
Okay, so you're circling around, and now Etelka is at the back wall of the cave, and she's like pulling rocks and brushing gravel loose, and so actually it seems like pretty easy to sneak up on her. The only potential issue will be to swing around Mina. Mina, roll me an intelligence test, please.
All right.
Try to be a 4.
Yeah.
11.
11. Okay, so you are not
I did my
aware.
best.
You are not aware of Yeffy approaching. She is well hidden. Excellent. And Yeffy, you're now within. You managed to swing around the cave, and you feel like you are ready and within striking distance on the next round. Bruno, what are you doing?
All right. Oh man. All right, screw this. I pull out my daggers and I just run at Etelka.
Great. Yeah, I guess all the skeletons are all trying to dogpile on Indigo. I guess
You got the
you can
skeleton,
do that.
Indigo. Okay, good job.
You
Good,
can do that.
buddy. Yeah.
Go ahead, give me an attack roll.
All right. 13.
Okay. You're rushing forward. You have your dagger out, and about a foot and a half away from her, you slam bodily into an insubstantial nothing, like a brick wall is between you and her, and a shimmering light kind of briefly, illuminates as if there's an invisible sphere of force, of magical force around Etelka that just completely repels
Stupid
you.
magic light. All right, I hit her with my other dagger.
Go ahead and give me an attack roll. Again!
That's a natural 1. I don't know if that makes...
No.
This is a terrible night of fighting.
The spectacular.
Mina,
Curse.
Mina, what are you doing?
Spectacular, yeah.
Gosh. Mina's gonna try and find the object that Etelka's looking for.
Give me an intelligence roll.
Alright. Oh no, that's an 8.
Okay, so you
I
start
don't know where I
also
am.
digging on the wall and like brushing away dirt and rock, and it's falling away fairly easily. Bits of rock are falling off the back wall, but you're like, what are we looking for? And it's like, it's here somewhere.
I imagine all the dirt is falling off her onto me.
With the pinkish glow, you've kind of got this nice little like pig pen effect going on. Through the crack in the cave comes storming Quarterbreath, who pulls out his wooden cudgel and he holds it forth, and he says he says a prayer, a strange prayer to. Okay, great.
Oh shit, you really can do magic.
Yeah, he says a quick prayer in Druidic. And he comes forward, and his cudgel starts to glow with a slight greenish glow, and he comes stalking towards the undead that have circled Indigo, and he says, "Ye foul beasts, you foul inhuman creatures!" And he's got his cudgel up like he's about to swing. For some reason, Corbrett's become Scottish this episode when he was Irish last episode. I'll get that eventually.
I certainly didn't remember.
Okay. So Etelka, meanwhile, continues, and she's shouting, "Where, damn you, Dagmar, where is it? It must be here somewhere." And then she starts to, like, a larger chunk of rock pulls away, and she's like, there's a flat surface, there's something here. The three skeletons continue to try and dogpile Indigo. Okay. Great rolls all around there. So their hands scrape and claw. There's that horrible fingernail on chalkboard sound as they claw at his metal armor. Totally failing to penetrate the armor.
That's more like it.
Indigo, what do you do?
Oh, there's a third wizard! Oh, it's Corbreath! Oh, thank goodness you're all here. I'm gonna try to hit a skeleton. I'm on skeleton duty, I guess, so...
Didn't know what a wizard
there we
was
go.
2 days
That
ago.
Is 21.
Excellent.
Nice.
And your damage?
8 points.
8 points of damage.
Okay.
Excellent. You bring your sword? Is it a sword?
My big two-handed sword.
Oh,
yeah.
you got your big two-handed sword. You bring your giant two-handed heavy sword down on the top of the crown of the skull of the skeleton, and his whole skull just explodes in half. Bits of bone dust, and all the bones just crumble and drop into a heap before you.
Got him.
Yeffy, what would you like to do?
I just saw Bruno hit that white magical shield, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But I also rolled a 4 on my intelligence, so I'm gonna try to.
That was a specific roll to see if you noticed something that will be revealed later.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
Yeah. So, how big around was this magical area? Like, it was the whole.
It just seems to be like a field that's about like a foot out from Etelka. It seems very, very personal, very just surrounding her.
Oh.
Yep. Not covering me. I forgive you.
Yaffe will jump Mina.
Very good. Great. Give me an attack roll.
Feels right.
Let's see if we can kill Andy in her first appearance.
So that would be a 17.
I'm gonna guess that probably hits Mina. Unless Mina's wearing plate armored. No, okay. So
She's not. AC of 9.
yeah, give us the damage.
Is that a sneak attack?
It is a sneak attack. Mina did not see you coming. I had Mina roll for it. Uh-oh.
Yeah, thanks for coming in.
11 damage. 11 damage, Mina. I'm guessing...
Wow.
Yeah.
That I'm dead. Yeah.
No. So you're not dead. You're not dead.
No.
You're not dead. Hang on. Hang on. You're at 0 hit points. And I would like you to roll for me a D8 and percentile because you've just taken a critical injury.
D8. All right.
Yes, the D8 is for the severity of the injury, so you'd like that number to be low, and the percentile it will dictate the location.
All right. I rolled a 4 on the D8, which is exciting.
Okay. Not too bad.
Yeah, I gotta dig these other die out now. Wasn't expecting to immediately die. 71 on the percentile.
Excellent. When you are attacking Yeffy with a knife, a short sword. Great. So, as Etelka starts to excavate this, what appears to be perhaps a metal box, kind of buried in the wall here, she starts to sort of reveal the shape of it. Mina, you can't help but instinctively kind of reach your hand out to grab it, and your hand is immediately pierced by Yeffy's short sword and pinned to the wall. So her sword goes straight through the back of your hand, the blade comes out the front, thunk, and sticks your hand to the wall, and you're in excruciating pain.
Nice one, Yeffy.
What's that? That big version 2?
Bruno, what do you do?
Just not getting it. I'm going to keep swinging at Etelka. We got rid of the one witch. Now let's get the other one.
Okay.
Damn wizards. Ugh. Take this. Not even close. Second attack. Take this. Stupid invisible magic. 15. Come on.
15 total?
Yeah.
It also ricochets off the magical shield.
I'm beginning to think this shield might be magic.
A little bit.
Mina, what are you doing?
Lord, so what Etelka has uncovered is just
It seems to be about...
a wall?
No, it seems to be just a small object, perhaps about the size of a shoebox. A metal box that has, like, someone dug a hole into the wall here, shoved the box in, and then covered it back up with dirt. So she's kind of pushed that apart and is now, like, trying to shimmy it out of the little cubby that it was buried in.
All right. Mistress, help! Please, help! And I'm gonna try to, cast Magic Missile again.
Okay.
Theoretically at Yeffy, but I'm going to be aiming for Etelka.
Excellent.
I hate this job, guys. I hate this job.
Okay.
That's a 4.
Roll me an intelligence test first, Mina.
Okay, fair. That's a 6. 7.
7. Okay, go ahead. So you cast you cast your magic missile, and the missiles come flying out, and they swoop around, and then unerringly home in on Etelka, and just a foot from her, impact on this magical shield, and just disperse their energy around this magical invisible barrier around her. She looks at you and she says, "You damn fool! Have you been studying my books? You know full well what you're doing, but if you truly knew what you were doing, you would know that the magic of the shield spell always intercepts unerring missiles.
No, I was trying to help you.
I'll deal with you next, but first, "It's mine!" And she pulls forth this small square box that just finally comes
Dagmar box.
crashing out of the wall, bits of dirt and rubble, and she pulls it towards her, and she grabs the lid, and she starts to try and pry it open. As she is doing that, two skeletons continue to try and dogpile Indigo. Nope. Continuing to just making hollow metal ringing sounds as they slam their fists against his heavy metal armor. Quarter Breath comes rushing forward. "Oh, you'll back to the grave with ye!" And he slams his cudgel into the skull of one of them. That's a hit. That's a hit.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right.
Not a lot of damage, though. But still, smacks his cudgel into the back of the head of one, and caves a big hole in it. And Etelka, the lid of the box opens an inch. She peers in, mad eyes, huge wicked smile peering across her face, and then you hear a strange, squeaky voice from the shadows shout, "Now, steal, steal!" And two huge, man-sized rat men leap out of the shadows at Etelka and lunge for the box.
Oh!
One of them impacts on the shield, and you see he's got a wicked-looking knife with something black and gooey dripping off of it, but it just slams into the shield, and he goes tumbling off to the side. The second one, however, grabs onto the box and just rips it from her, rolls and lands to the side in up against the wall, and you can see there's again a human-sized humanoid creature, but it has a long rat tail and elongated snout of a rat, and it's got baring its fangs, and it kind of hisses as it grabs the box. Skrit, me have.
The horrible rat men are real. What?
Indigo, what do you do?
How far away are the rat creatures from me now?
What is happening?
They are just a short stride from you. You could get there. Yeah.
Okay, but I still got these two skeletons, so...
Well,
okay.
the two ratmen are actually separated at this point, because one of them is right next to Etelka, and the other one has grabbed the box and rolled off to the side, so is maybe 10 or 15 feet away from that.
Okay. I want to try to get that one, assuming that the skeletons are going to continue to attack me.
Okay. Yep.
And ignore Core Breath as he bashes their skulls in.
Very good.
Great. Here we go. 13?
Is a miss. The Skaven rolls to the side, dodging the blow, and looks up at you and just hisses. Yeffy, what do you do?
Yeffy's very confused by Mina trying to kill Etelka, but maybe not trying to kill Etelka, and that's too much things to think about. Mm-hmm. She's gonna grab like a box-sized boulder off the ground.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And then she's gonna I don't know how much I can do in a round.
Pick up a rock is not very much. You can certainly do more than that. Mm-hmm.
Gonna run towards the rat guy who has the box. And then she's gonna sleight of hand switch the box and the rock.
Give me an agility test.
Possibly work.
Incredible.
It seems like it's going to be pretty hard.
Plus my sleight of hand.
Yeah.
Okay. That's 10. I didn't roll very well.
Okay. So you attempt to you scoop up the rock. You rush over there. You attempt to press it towards the creature. It instead of being a nice, easy sliding motion, though, you realize that it's really kind of got its claws dug into this strange little metal. It looks like a tin box. So it kind of the rock just kind of clangs against the tin box. The lid comes open a bit wider, and a spherical metal ball drops out of it and rolls on the ground.
Dagmar's balls!
Dagmar's balls!
Take the rock, you stinking rat! Oh no!
And it's dwarf! Bruno, what do you do?
Rat! Is a unicorn gonna run in and join the fight next?
Unicorns
All
aren't
right,
real.
screw all this. I'm gonna run and grab Dagmar's ball that just fell on the ground.
Okay. You rush over to where the ball has rolled off onto the ground. You scoop it up in your hand, and you look at it, and it is indeed one of those.
Dagmar's balls!
It is clearly clearly Dagmar's ball. Mina, what are you doing?
Okay, I assume
Spike
that.
to the wall.
Yeah, I'm just like, please help. I assume Etelka is sort of turning to try and assess the situation, away from the.
She's now got her back to the hole where she pulled out the box and is just looking shocked at all the crazy shit that's just happened.
That's
Seriously.
fair. That's a fair point. I'm going to keep frantically apologizing. Oh, mistress, I'm so sorry. I would never hurt you. I'm not trying to. And just try and get, directly in her face. Just so much. I don't know what I can go for that, but I'd like to be very distracting to her.
Okay, great. I will take that into consideration when I figure out what she's doing. Okay, great. Let me do a few other things here. So first of all, one of the skeletons gives up on Indigo and comes grasping for quarter breath. A little bit more success on that. Claws at quarter breath. Quarter breath swings his cudgel at it in exchange. Actually smashes it to bits.
Nice.
Bones fall, but you can
Breath.
see big bloody gouges across Breath's face, and he's kind of breathing pretty heavily. The other skeleton still lunges at Indigo. Nope. Just looking for those 19s, not getting them.
Nice.
Excellent.
The creature. So we have one Skaven who is.
This is such a nightmare.
One Skaven who's now, I think, next to Indigo and Yeffy.
Castle.
And it's got a knight and a dwarf. Ah, crap. Does not like this. Does not like this. It actually, it turns to Yeffy, feeling like you're more likely target. Drawing a sword out of its sheath at its side as it does so, and lunges at you.
That's a problem.
Oh, and it rolls a 3. It rolls a 3. So the sword sings and spins through the air, and you dodge back nimbly. The other Skaven backs away from Etelka, where it had previously attempted to attack Etelka, failing. Turns, sees Bruno holding up the ball, and it flings 2 bits of metal, shiny, swirling, moving discs that come flying at Bruno.
Stupid weeb rats.
I got an 18 and a 19 on the dice here, Bruno. So, thump, thump, you get 2 little sharpened metal discs come flying at you and stick into you.
That's not pleasant.
That didn't hurt at all.
You take 6 points of damage.
Oh.
And
Okay, it hurt
please-
a little bit.
And please make me a toughness saving throw.
Son of a bitch. Ratman. Could've... What am I adding to this?
Your level and your toughness bonus.
That would be a 20.
Okay. You feel momentarily woozy. You feel
Pretty
yeah,
sleepy.
yeah, and you kind of you really grit your teeth and you manage to
Wow,
stay
that's-
awake and and
Rolled an
both through
actual
it.
17 there. I think
That's great. Your vision swims a little bit. You feel a little drunk, but you're still here.
Dagmar's balls. Ugh.
Okay, Etelka.
Ratman, damn it.
I have a quick question. Rules
Yeah.
question.
Yeah.
I think I may have been doing something wrong. When you make a toughness or an agility check, are you supposed to be adding your level or only your modifier?
Only when I say save. Only when it's a saving throw. Yeah.
Good, because I thought, okay, good. I've been just only my modifier, and I was like, we must be adding my level? Oh my god.
No. There's two things that let you add your level. Is when I say it's a save, you can add your level, or if you have a skill that is appropriate.
Cool.
Excellent.
Sure.
Okay. So, what the hell is Etelka doing?
Just gonna give up.
Yeah.
Okay, so she begins to incant a spell, and Mina, you're trying to get in the way. So I'm going to say that we are going to... I'm going to have her make a willpower test, and you're going to oppose this with something else. Strength, dexterity, or agility, your choice, as you feel is appropriate to the kind of distraction you're imposing on her.
Yes, my hope is that I have watched her do enough spellcraft that I kind of know what motions and things she needs to do, even if I don't actually know how to replicate it myself. So I'm just going to try and every time she does it, sort of like shuffle things around or make it so that she can't actually get it off. So agility, being fast enough to kind
Great.
of...
Sure.
Right.
Yeah. You can see, you know them. You know that they're very precise motions she has to make with her hand, and you feel like if you can just kind of like get your hand in there or get in the way, that you'll throw her off. So go ahead and make me an agility test, and I'm going to make her a willpower test, and we'll see who gets higher here.
17. I feel pretty good about that.
Nice. Nice.
Fascinating. Okay, great. 17. Yeah. So she starts incanting a spell. And actually, I should roll her dice just in case something horrible happens. Nope. Okay. She starts incanting her spell, and you get in the way, and you can see that she was attempting to also shoot magic missiles, and they just go. It's like they manifest inside the shield instead of outside the shield, and they just kind of go, ding, 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 and they kind of ricochet all around, and then finally disperse around the edge of the shield. And she's, "Damn you, Mina!"
I'm sorry. I'm just trying to help. Let me help. I can help.
I think that's all I have. Indigo, what are you doing?
This is crazier than the friggin' demon fight.
Okay, so I'm going to hit the rat man that's trying to stab Yeti.
Okay.
Yeah, Indigo's got my back. Good.
I think Bruno is behind me, and I don't know that he just got hit by the weeb rat.
I'm good.
Oh, here we go. 21
That is a hit.
for 8 points.
Okay. You deal a wicked blow to the rat man, cutting clear straight across his chest. Dark red blood starts to blot in his armor, and he squeals. Ah! But he's still up. Yeffy, what are you doing?
That ball's still around.
Bruno's holding it,
Okay.
and he picked it up, and then he got thunk thunk stuck with these things, and he kind of like wavered for a minute.
Dagmar's balls.
He'll be fine. I'll attack the rat. Let's attack.
Okay. Go ahead.
Ooh. That's an 18.
That is a hit.
Nice.
Yay. That's 4 points of damage.
Okay, and with that, you dispatch the rat man.
Yes.
Those are our
Ratman.
balls.
I see you did 4 points of damage to the rat man. And 11 points to me.
I'm so sorry, okay? I'm sorry. You were over. gonna use you. Would be like, give it up, Etelka. We're gonna stab her. But then she was all like, you suck. And I was like, never mind, that plan's not gonna work. Oh.
No, she does not like me.
Bruno, what are you doing?
Oh, man. Well, I can't see how many hit points I have left, so screw it. Dagmar's balls! I put the ball in. I stow that away. I get both my daggers out, and I just charge at the last rat man. Damn mutant rat men!
Okay, all right. I will say
Can I do all that?
I'm going to say that you will not be able to use your multi-attack because you're using one hand to shove the ball away.
Sure, that's fine.
Okay.
21.
That is a hit.
Take this! I don't deal a lot of damage because 1 point of damage.
1
Ha
Nice.
I should have used my left hand to put the ball away.
Great. Mina, what are you doing? I will advise you, by the way, that having taken a critical injury, until it is seen to, if you take any more damage at all, you are definitely dead.
Okay.
Yeah.
Duly
Just so you know where
noted.
you stand. Yeah.
In that case, I am going to do what I maybe should have done last turn, which is I'm going to cast Protection from Evil on myself and sort of back off just a little bit.
Very good.
Ha! Ha!
Just a little bit.
Excellent.
I rolled a 4 again. Not a 1. I'm just so proud every time I don't.
You incant the magical words, and you feel a like a thin layer of magical energy crackle across your whole body.
Sorry, I'll make it up to you. I swear. I'm sorry. And I'm just backing off further and further away from the business.
She says, "I'll deal with you later," and she stalks towards Bruno. Actually, doesn't really have to stalk because you're right there stabbing her, aren't you? Or
I stabbed the rat.
Oh, sorry, you
man.
stabbed the rat. You're right. Okay, so she stalks towards you, Bruno. Oh, that's right. You're in the rat. Okay, great. She is going to cast another spell. That's what she's going to do.
Switch your eyes real quick here.
She steps a few feet away from you, Mina, putting a little distance because she clearly doesn't trust you. But so she's about halfway between you and Bruno and the Rat Man.
Bye.
That's just enough, I think. She casts a spell, and where Bruno and the Rat Man are is suddenly filled with thick, sticky strands of spider web.
This is the worst day ever.
So, Bruno, go ahead and make me a what kind of saving throw do I want to make you? This is interesting because I'm having to adapt to our saving throws. I'm going to say an agility saving throw because you've got to jump out of the way of this thing. And I'm going to do the same thing for the Rat Man. Oh, Rat Man rolls a 1.
Yeah, Rat
Really?
Man.
Yeah.
I also rolled a 1.
Okay. Big, thick, sticky webs just fill the area where Bruno and the
We're in
Rat
the
Man once
exact,
were.
like with my dagger slightly in it. God damn it!
Excellent.
Halfling pie god.
Okay, well that screws up that. Okay, the skeleton continues to attack Indigo. Don't think I've done that.
Forgot about him.
Yeah, nope, that misses. Core Breath stalks up behind the skeleton, swings at it, rolls a 1. It's great. Damn, stay still, won't you?
Cursed?
Let's see. I've got a. All right, the remaining Skaven is going to try and rip its way out of the webs, and you hear it screeching. Ah, no, mine. Oh, that That's amazing. It does it. It manages to rip its way out through the webs, tearing the webs apart, scrabbling, swinging with its strange poison-covered blade. It cuts its way out of the webbing, emerges, then looks back, and tries to see if it can tell where the ball is in amongst the sticky strands. Oh, but Bruno stowed it. It's not in your hand anymore. That's a problem.
Is it in your mouth? No, sorry.
Okay. I think that's everything I control.
That's my money. Yeah.
Indigo, what are you doing?
I think I'm going to try to finish off this skeleton.
Yeah.
Okay.
With the one hand up to my mouth and the one hand stabbing. Completely stopped.
Oh, where it is.
Yeah.
16
Yeah, that's a hit.
for 3 points of damage.
Very good. Very good. It's still up. You've smashed, broken a couple of its bones, but it's still fighting. Yeffy, what are you doing?
I will smash it to help my friend Indigo, even though Bruno is in trouble. Wow.
Wow.
That's an 18 again. Wow, jeebers. Just like, why? Does that hit it, Paul?
Yeah, yes.
Oh,
Absolutely.
great.
Sorry.
That's
I
great.
assumed you assumed. Yes, that hits it. Give me some damage.
Yay! It was two. I did 2 points. 2 points of damage. Dose.
This is the luckiest skeleton in the game. So it continues to stand and fight. Bruno.
I don't know where to hit it, Indigo. Wait, I might have to run away.
I'm assuming this is like OED web here, right? That I'm stuck in? Is that...
Yep.
So I can't do anything. All I can do is try to get out.
Correct. You may attempt to break loose with an attack roll, needing a 20 or higher total. Just how'd you do?
Easy! Alright, god damn it. Alright, here we go. Ugh, stupid web, stupid ratman, stupid double wizard. 21.
Bruno manages to likewise rip his way out of the web. Unfortunately, that takes up your turn. Mina. Bruno and the rat man standing there with bits of webbing falling off of them as each of them emerged triumphantly from the web.
Do I have any idea what can actually pierce Etelka's protective barrier? Will I have any idea?
You do not. Actually, earlier I asked you for an intelligence roll when you were casting magic missile at her to find out if you knew enough about the spell to know that it's impervious to magic missiles.
Excellent.
So unfortunately, you did not realize the particulars of this spell.
Okay. Gosh. All right. So right now there's just Etelka and the one standing rat gentleman, correct?
And strangely, one skeleton. One skeleton still up. Though it's being now triple teamed by Indigo, Yeffy, and Cora Breath.
Yes, I do not need to take care of that skeleton. I'm going to try to. I'm going to try and inch my way over to where the skeleton is, knowing that the skeleton can't touch me with protection from evil on, to try to talk to Indigo and Yeffy, or try and just hiss at them, like, I give up! I give up!
with her one pierced hand still bloody and bleeding, Mina starts inching her way over there. And you do notice that as she gets a little closer, the skeleton kind of involuntarily steps away from Mina.
Back, witch!
You give up?
No, please, please, can I help? I'm whispering this. Can I help?
Can you help?
What?
I don't want to die.
It's not magic. Watch out. She's a tricky magic.
No. My hands are completely up.
She's casting a spell. Watch out.
Make the skeleton go away. If you're so good now, or whatever, if you're gonna like.
All right, I'm gonna cut you off there. That's about one round's worth of whispered conversation. Meanwhile, Skeleton continues doggedly to try and find the cracks in Indigo's armor. Nope, not with a natural one, it's not. Core Breath again tries to smash the skull of the skeleton, which he actually has better luck with. Amazing. Skeleton still stands.
No way!
Still stands.
What is the
Shocking.
skeleton made of? It's
Shocking.
a giant skeleton. This is
Yeah.
unbelievable.
Apparently, we can only do 1 and 2 points of damage to the skeleton at a time. So,
That's fantastic.
the Skaven attempts to stab Bruno, and it says, "Give me the ball.
it's
it
my
is
Dagmar's fault. What? Ratman!
The number of natural ones is shocking, because diving at you, plunging its poison blade at you, you step to the
didn't
side,
move,
and it
yeah.
kind of stumbles towards Etelka. Etelka.
Stupid Ratman.
No, Etelka's got to go after Bruno as well. Etelka.
I regret picking up Dagmar's ball. Dagmar's balls have never been helpful, in fact.
They hope this is a
Two
dwarf power.
glowing bolts of energy fly from Etelka's hands
Oh,
and strike
man.
Bruno unerringly
Oh, man.
for 8 points of damage.
Yeah, that's, I'm at 0.
Excellent. Roll me a critical
Oh,
injury,
no.
please, sir.
Huh. Well, I don't have a D8. What the hell? Oh, you could not come out of my bag. I'm gonna try to
Even
see
when he has his dice,
the
Max
result of
doesn't
the
have
die.
his
Yeah,
dice.
right. 25 is the percentile, and oh, that's not. No, that was a D10. I really don't have a D8.
Do you need me to roll
What the
D8
hell?
for
Oh,
you?
here we go.
D4,
I got it. 4 is the D8.
Okay, great. So, oh, that's exciting. 25? That puts us on the subchart. That's fun.
What?
Okay. Bruno, one of the bolts just catches you right in the gut. Boom! And you feel this horrible, sickly feeling in your stomach, and you watch this growing, blotchy bruise rapidly spreading and spidering across your abdomen. Roll me a surgery roll, Bruno.
11?
Okay.
Man.
Yeah,
This is terrible.
you recognize this. You're bleeding internally, and if something doesn't happen very soon about this, you know you're going to die.
Oh my god.
No problem. No problem. Oh, friggin' Ratman.
Indigo, what do you do?
I see Bruno get struck down by a bolt of magic, and I need vengeance, and I'm gonna ignore this skeleton, who should be dead by now, but isn't for whatever. And I'm going to charge Etelka and hit her with my sword.
Go ahead and roll me an attack roll.
Come on. Here we go. That's pretty good. That's a 19.
Excellent.
Nice.
Her
That's
shield
not
spell
good.
ran out last round. Roll me damage, please.
Okay. 19 has to hit a shield spell, though.
It would have, but there's no
Okay,
shield.
okay.
It's gone.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll me damage, Bruno. Indigo.
I have rolled max damage, so 9 points.
9 points.
Nice.
Excellent.
A heavy blow. Red blood streaks across the fine powder blue outfit, splattering all over the place, and she screams. "Ah!"
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Tell it to someone who cares.
Yeah, Yuffie's going to follow after Indigo and go after the wizard. Yeah, she's gonna scream, "I don't want to be a vampire!" And she's gonna.
Yep, that's a hit.
6 points of damage.
Nice.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah,
Right.
your sword sinks into her abdomen, again creating a huge red stain across the bright powder blue traveling clothes that she's wearing, and she again just you just see her, she just goes completely pale. And Yeffy, you notice that smell, that kind of lilac-y, musky smell gives way to something more pungent, something like decaying and rotten.
Mutant.
And she's still standing, but she's just kind of heaving for breath, and she just looks really like she's going to collapse any moment. Bruno, what do you do?
Yeah, take that. I'm just gonna wander over to a nice quiet corner and try to do some surgery on myself here. Okay. Yep, you guys got it.
You plunk yourself into a corner there and start to try and get out your tools and see if you can do anything about
just
the horrible
stab myself
wound.
here. Yeah.
Mina, what are you doing?
Shield falls down. I'm between a rock and a hard place. I'm just gonna scream mistress until she looks at me, and I'm going to throw a magic missile directly in her face.
Great.
Oh, the
rolled
other
a
wizard
2,
was on our side.
so it was successful.
Excellent.
Yeah, you shouldn't have stabbed her.
You shout out, mistress. She turns to face you. Mina, come and then just the magical energy just slams into her face.
Nice.
And she goes like back flipping over and lands in a broken heap on the ground, and just blood pools around her feet.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
Nice
I'm looking
job.
at everyone like, did you see that?
Yeah, that was so good. That was excellent. Yeah.
The rat man runs over to Bruno and attempts to lift the entire halfling.
No, I'm good. Thanks, pal. No problem here. I'm good.
I've rolled a natural 20, Bruno.
Son of a bitch.
You could try to resist with either strength or agility if you want.
I'm gonna go with agility.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with agility. Not natural, but 20.
But 20 total?
Yeah.
Okay, so with
He probably still beats me though.
he still beats you with his bonus. So
That's a shame.
so he picks
That's a
up
shame.
a kicking and screaming Bruno,
Oh,
throws him over his shoulder, kind of, and
Indigo, you look terrible.
and rushes
Indigo, you're
over
so hairy.
to the crack to leave the cave.
Indigo, you need a shave, man.
Quiet.
Something.
You die soon.
No, I'm good. I need to do a little work here.
Shh. You see it pulling out that wicked-looking poison blade.
Oh, no. I got it. I'm a doctor, Indigo. I'm a doctor.
Indigo.
Do I see this happen?
Oh yeah.
Okay. And I'm gonna run over and hit the rat man.
Excellent.
Put that halfling down.
Put that halfling down. Down.
Put it down
Down now.
Oh no!
For the Christmas episode.
Kevin.
No, that's a terrible miss. Yeffy.
I want to do something, but I'm worried that's too smart for Yeffy. It's very wily.
It's okay.
I'm going to take out my Dagmar ball and say, he doesn't have it.
Oh.
Wow.
That is good.
Big brain.
Very wily.
Man.
It's literally like on the threshold about to leave the cave. It looks over at Yeffy and its eyes go wide as you hold up the ball. Bruno, what are you doing?
Okay, Indigo, I'm just gonna get down now, and I'm gonna do a little surgery on myself here, so hang on. I'm still gonna try to heal myself.
You're still trying to heal yourself.
Yeah,
have I allowed you to do that mid-combat before? Has that been a thing that we have done?
I don't know. I'll try to wriggle out of the grasp.
Give me an agility test to get out of his grip.
I feel like you've let Bruno try to fix his leg before
4
in combat.
Seems like a thing that should happen out of combat. But
I didn't. It doesn't matter anyway.
you rolled a 4 anyway.
Yeah.
He's very powerfully got you gripped
What
over
happened
his
to your
shoulder.
plate mail, Indigo? You should keep that on, man. Yeah.
Mina, what are you doing?
Oh, don't hold me like this.
That seems like that group problem. I'm gonna run over to. I'm gonna run over to Etelka, and I just want to confirm that she is dead.
Okay.
I'm just gonna kind of and if there's anything on her, also she's got that book, right?
You go over and you roll over Etelka's body and start looking over her body. First of all, she's definitely dead. Second of all, you notice that her hair has dried out and seems askew. Her skin is drooping and sagging. It's like she's already gone through years of decay.
Oh my god!
It's really horrific looking. As you and the smell as you approach, the smell is just really pungent and gross. But you start picking through her, you're like, well, she's definitely dead. You start picking through her belongings. Indeed, you find her grimoire on her, as well as various magical implements.
I shall take them.
You take them. Very good.
Yes, I do.
The Skaven drops Bruno on the ground.
Oh, thanks, Indigo. This is a much safer spot.
And rushes Yeffy, sword drawn.
Yeah, get the skeleton. You got it.
Mine. And misses widely.
It's because I'm kind of wobbly and sometimes my clothes are wrinkly. It doesn't. That seems like a hip, but it's not. It's totally like a bag.
Cora Breath comes over to where you've landed, Bruno, and he grabs onto your shoulder and he says, "Stay still, little one. You've got a terrible wound." And
I know. We're the same size.
You feel a warmth emanate from his hand, and your internal bleeding stops.
Oh, that's good. Look, I've been thinking about that platonic thing. Yeffy. Come here.
It's not Yeffy. It's Cora Breath. It's Cora Breath. It's not Yeffy. Shh, just rest. Indigo, what are you doing?
Okay.
I'm gonna kill this stupid rat man.
Okay. Great.
Wow. Indigo's very confused. But he knows there's something that shouldn't exist, so he's gonna make it continue to not exist. Oh, that was an unnatural 20.
That's a hit.
Nice.
20 the hard way for just 2 points of damage.
Just 2. Yeffy.
I get distracted and hissing at Indigo. I'm gonna get him in his kidneys if he has them.
Nice. Yeah.
Roll me an agility test, and if you can beat my my roll, then it will be a sneak attack.
Oh, cool. 15?
Yeah, you got it. It's a sneak attack.
Nice.
It is suitably distracted by Indigo, and you manage to get right into its kidney. If
Do I have to roll a hit again?
You still have to roll
just
a
shoot damage?
You still
I
have
just
to roll
a hit?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Oh, that's so sad. It's a
What'd you get?
6.
6. That unfortunately would have been a great kidney hit, but it gets stuck into his armor.
Dude, what is this? This is made of like cotton.
Bruno, you are at 0 wounds, but you are no longer count as critically wounded.
Wow, great.
Yeah.
That was great, Yeffy. Hang on, I got this one. And I'm just going to lean back and throw a dagger at the Skaven.
Okay, go ahead.
Stupid rat, man. I can't believe you're real. Jesus Christ. It's a natural 1 again. I swear I rolled that 3 natural 1s tonight.
It's a lot of ones. A lot of ones coming out tonight. Mina.
The spooktacular.
Oh, I missed.
Is that Is that skeleton still clattering
shit,
around?
there is
or did
still a
it fall
skeleton.
in a day?
Oh,
I don't know when.
I forgot to attack with him last round. We'll assume that he's continuing to try and find a way through Indigo's armor.
I'm just running back and forth across the room, and the skeleton is shambling after me, just
Like,
smashing my metal armor.
I will throw a magic missile at the skeleton.
Very good.
But that is a 1, so I don't. I do not accomplish
Such a
that.
nightmare session, Jesus.
Great. So, you attempt to incant the magic missile spell, and your hand is still so horribly wounded that it doesn't quite make the right gestures. And actually, you feel this electric shock in your hand, and your whole hand goes numb.
Do I take damage?
You don't take any damage, but you can't feel your hand anymore, and you feel like you will have a penalty on further casting attempts because you'd have to do it offhanded.
Oh, man.
Great.
Good and great.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, the creature's going to attack Yeffy because you have the ball. No, it was mine. So much time. So you will die. This is terribly. The skeleton tries to climb into Indigo's armor. No, it doesn't. It doesn't make it.
Indigo's surprised because he forgot the skeleton was there.
Cora Breath joins the fight and comes rushing over to swing his cudgel at the rat man. Let's actually roll that in the tray where it can land. Nope, he misses. Indigo, what are you doing?
I'm gonna hit the rat man. I'm gonna get him better this time.
Yeah. You
I
ain't
got
to
a
go.
7.
Oh.
Yes, it's like 2 hours of bad rolls.
Seriously.
Yeffy, at this point, the creature is so surrounded by enemies that all of your attacks will count as sneak attacks.
Okay.
Nice.
It is completely surrounded, and it's just constantly spinning, trying to fend off attacks.
15?
Yeah, that's it.
Yay! I was worried. 6 points of damage.
9. That's pretty good.
Still up and fighting. Bruno, what are you doing?
Must have 3 kidneys.
Indigo, watch out for the rat, man. Don't worry, I got this one. I'll lob my other dagger at him.
Give me an attack roll. A ballistic skull, rather.
7. Incredible.
Dagger goes
I got
flying
this
off
one.
into some corner of the.
I got him.
Mina.
Sort of cradling my hand to my chest. I'll say, I got it. I can help. And I will again throw a magic missile at the skeleton who's not really bothering anyone.
Great.
That's a 6 this time.
Okay, I was going to say you will fail at a 2 on a 2 at this point, but
Wow.
yeah, that's a hit. Go ahead,
No,
give me some
I
damage.
got it. All right, 3.
Sorry, was this at the skeleton you said, or at the?
The skeleton, yeah.
Okay, well it had 1 hit point left. It's dead.
Oh my god.
Finally, the skeleton crumbles.
You're welcome.
The
That was the enemy
rat
you guys
man
were all concerned
turns
about.
and twists and looks at each oncoming attack. No! It swings its sword at Yeffy again. Ooh, that's probably a hit. That's a 16. What's your AC, Yeffy? 6. That is a hit. You will take 3 points of damage.
Ow!
And please make me a toughness saving throw.
19.
Okay. You feel a horrible burning sensation where the cut happens, but you manage to shrug it off. Indigo.
Lucky on those today.
I swing my sword at the rat man. I got a 23
That is a hit.
Nice.
for 2 points of damage. I only hit when I roll minimum damage.
It's still up and
That's the
fighting.
rule.
Yeffy?
All right, I'm gonna try to hit that rat again.
Go ahead.
Oh, I rolled a 1.
Oh man.
Oh
Bruno?
I'm just crawling on the floor towards him. I'm coming. Hang on.
Mina?
Indigo, watch out. Yeffy stabbed you for some reason. Hang on.
I'm gonna throw a magic missile at the rat gentleman.
Very good.
F4.
Okay. Goes off.
Great.
Goes off.
And
Great.
5
Okay.
damage.
Finally, the magical bolt comes flying,
Oh.
spins between two people, slams the rat in the head, and it drops.
Oh my gosh!
Oh wow!
Magic! Wizards!
Magic!
Yeah, are you gonna try to kill us?
No. Do you guys have a healer? This is
Get the
really...
witch.
I can't feel my
Oh.
head.
I'm a doctor. Pass out on the floor here.
That's our surgeon. That guy. Yeah.
It's great. It's... No, not that one. It's nice to meet you, sort of. But we
Indigo,
want to still...
With them is another fairly bedraggled-looking human male in kind of all in brown with like a big scruffy beard that looks like he's been sleeping outside for a week. And he comes towards you, Mina, and he says, "Oh, let me see it. Show it to me, lass."
Who's this guy? Hi.
It's cool.
It's Gorbreath.
That's poor breath.
Oh, that guy. That guy. Sorry, I thought you meant there was a ghost. Because I thought there was a ghost.
There is a ghost. There is a ghost still watching.
Darn it.
Oh my! Watch out for the ghost. It's a ghost.
But he bandages your hand, Mina. He says, I'm afraid this is all I can do right now, but I hope it helps.
Dagmar's ghost.
It's great. It's so great. Thank you. So, you guys aren't gonna stab me again, right? We're good?
You were working for Etelka. Why?
A ghost!
Were you-
She's a ghost. Yeah.
Well, you know how sometimes you take a job with someone and they seem really reputable, and then it turns out they're into necromancy?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. I thought, when you guys came out, and there was another assistant here, another apprentice, and he died recently, and I didn't want to die. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Etelka killed him. Etelka Herzen.
She killed me.
killed him.
Wow.
We
So
killed
how
him.
did
You killed him.
Personal
What do you mean?
question. The clothes and the hair, is that a personal choice? Or is that like a club choice?
That's not a
Yeah.
personal. No.
Great, good.
I hate blue. I never smell lilac again. I'll be so happy.
Wait.
Yeah, it's a nasty
You're-
smell.
Oh, gut bag. It's gut bag. Indigo. Indigo, he didn't die. It's gut bag. My apprentice. Gut bag.
Bruno, that's not... Bruno, go lie down. That's not gut bag.
Gut bag.
Smarter than that, like, just saying that.
Definitely not gut bag.
Yeah.
I think you should help that guy. That guy seems
He's
like he's
fine.
having a lot of trouble. He's good?
I'm good.
That's how he normally
I'm
is?
totally good.
I mean,
I just want to mention that Dagmar's ghost is behind us. It's Dagmar's ghost. I got his ball though. I got your stupid ball, Dagmar. You piece of shit. Haha.
Would it be too much to ask that you might put my bones to rest?
I'm more concerned with your balls.
where are your bones?
He looks below him, and you can see that there are some bones sticking out of the ground there.
I see him.
You just desecrated a grave?
That's gut bag for you.
I don't know if you noticed, but I was working for the mistress, and not a lot of not a lot of leeway. Wasn't able to do a lot of damage to her myself.
Yeah.
But you guys did, which
Pretty-
was great.
She's pretty evil.
Yeah, she's pretty evil.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Wow.
yeah. Didn't.
Oh, that reminds me. I gotta go get stuff off of her body.
Oh yeah.
care.
If anyone asks, she's still alive. If a vampire with one eye asks, she's still alive.
For
Yeah.
sure. Yeah.
Earns titlement. Yeah.
But I still kind of want to get something of hers just as like a contingency plan. So, you know, so I was gonna
Like
go.
hair?
I don't know if hair will work. Does she have like a personal like ring or something that really just stands out as her? You know, usually we get hands, but you know,
Get the hand. Get her hand off.
hand. Should I get the hand? I don't know. That's kind of encumbersome to carry around. There's
It's
something else
also
of
pretty
her-
gross now.
Yeah.
Did I, Paul? Did I snatch anything off her body that would work for that?
Let's take a look. So, so her, you know, you grabbed stuff that was out of her pack, right? So you grabbed her book and some of her magical. She had some things that she used to cast spells in various pouches about her. Now her body is in terrible shape as you look at it. It's not only been cut viciously by massive sword blows, but also looks like it has been decomposing for a long time. Like as you look at her hand and think about chopping off her hand, you can see some of the bone starting to protrude from the skin and muscle that is just sloughing off, and the smell is just rancid.
Killed the crap out of her.
Oh, necromancy is disgusting.
You do see. Let's see. She is. Interesting. She's wearing a pair of gold earrings that are just covered in goo and melting cartilage and bits of hair that is coming off of the side of her scalp. But there are gold earrings present that could be retrieved.
I kind of gesture to them.
Yeah, I'm going to take the bone of the skeletons. I'm going to kind of nudge the earring off of the ear.
It comes off much more easily than you're comfortable with.
All right, and I'm going to put a little hanky. I'm going to get a hanky and just grab
Great,
that.
great.
There, that should do.
Gross.
I'm gonna go
Just in
talk
case.
to Dagmar.
Yes, excellent.
Hello.
Thank you. Please, my bones.
Yes, of course. Could we ask you some questions?
Will you lay my bones to rest?
Yes.
Ask me your
Absolutely.
questions. I shall
what are
endeavor
these?
to answer them.
I
What?
pull out one of the contraption that I have. One of Dagmar's ball that I have.
Yes, excellent. And what was your question?
But what are these?
They are keys to this hidden compartment chamber under my observatory.
Oh.
What's in the chamber?
A lead case containing a piece of Morslib.
Oh, the spit.
The spit, the moon spit.
You got the spit.
I came here to retrieve it, it's true. I had some success, but I became greedy. I returned to the site to find more, and it was here I was betrayed.
By who?
Von Wittgenstein.
Damn it.
Aren't you von Wittgenstein?
I am a von Wittgenstein, it's true. It was Mariah. She stabbed
Mariah?
me in the back and made off.
That Orlok's girlfriend?
She was once betrothed to him, it's true.
Literally or figuratively, did she stab you in the back?
Literally!
Wow, and figuratively, I guess. I guess
Yes.
both. Wow. Oh, that sucks, Dagmar's ghost.
Please lay my bones to rest.
Is Mariah, is she, like, still alive? Is she a vampire or a zombie or something?
I don't know. I've been trapped in this cave for hundreds of years.
Oh, because you're dead, that's right.
Did you want us to
Where
put
do
you
you-
back in this thing?
Yeah.
No, my bones lie scattered on the ground where I was slain.
Where do you want them to go?
You just give them proper burial.
Like here? In the cave? Is that okay?
If you want us to
Ooh,
take
we got
you
an
to
ambulance
some
on
kind of
Dagmar.
theme park where you want it to be spread around or something, or on some kind of tourist trap, or
Any
You wanna put
particular
him on, like,
religion? 'Cause we can do Halfling Pie God, we can do Manon, we can do Sigmar.
Do you have a priest, a holy person?
Oh! Yeah, we got one right here.
Oh, okay. I can give him a proper druid burial. I could do it. We must bring
that
his
good
bones
enough?
out and cover him in a cairn.
Already.
We cared
Oh,
about them. Okay, I hope that's good.
Gather
We're
enough.
picking up his bones.
All right. Thank you.
Goodbye, Dagmar's ghost.
oh, poor Dagmar.
Oh man.
So you
That's rough.
gather up his bones, Indigo, and you find that it seems like they've been lying in a heap here for a very long time, because there's bits of they're partially covered in soil, bits of grass is growing, but they're clearly just in a heap here. And you start plucking them up, gathering them up, and Corabrith helps you, and you start to bring them out of the cave, and the ghost remains through this. He watches you do it.
Nice,
Yeah.
great, he's checking out. Yeah. Yeffy,
Like-
Yeffy, come here.
What? Bruno, what's up? What?
Bring your face here. You
Why?
healed
Why?
me.
I'm hearing you
Yes.
just fine. Just talk to
No,
me.
healed. I was dying.
Heal? You want? I didn't heal you. What are you
Well,
talking
you
about?
did it with your compassion, I think.
What? I stabbed a rat. Okay, and then I
That's what
stabbed a
happened.
wizard.
Okay, I'm gonna take a nap now because I'm very tired, and
Yeah.
but I appreciate it. It was
Okay.
good. Okay,
Thanks.
good night,
Good
Yeffy and
night.
new
Good
wizard.
night.
Okay, okay.
Go to sleep now.
This is when I think Bruno actually passes out.
Excellent.
I'm not
You-
talking to Dagmar's ghost.
You bring the bones outside, and under the instruction of Corabrith, lay them out and begin heaping piles of stones on top of them to build a cairn. Corabrith says a prayer in the strange druidic language that you've heard him mutter from time to time, and von Wittgenstein's ghost starts to fade from view. And you see him, and he says, "Thank you for putting my bones to rest. Remember
Yeah,
this.
You're welcome.
Oh,
Never trust any of my kin." And he fades away.
never trust anyone. Got it.
Never trust the von Wittgenstein.
So I
the old saying
Bruno
goes.
passed out. Again. Bruno passed out Indigo,
Yeah.
so I need you to
Oh.
help me him.
Oh, there I am.
He was
Oh,
talking
yeah,
about some
sure.
kind of compassion healing or something. Some
Oh,
stuff.
yeah, he must be messed up.
I'll
I'll just voice Bruno over my shoulder.
Okay.
He's got like getting that close to dying. He says weird stuff.
Second time, baby.
I was gonna say, this stuff happened a lot.
Third time, really. So surprising.
It's happened a couple times.
It really has, yeah.
Well, shall we head back to the camp?
Yeah, let's get out of
yeah.
here.
Yeah.
Let's go.
All right.
Do you,
You coming with us, wizard?
Well, I'm not staying here. Sort of
Good
look
choice.
backwards at the decomposing corpse.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit more about what Etelka was planning on doing if she told you anything. And we can get you some for your stabs. Sorry.
No, it was a really good stab. Yeah, so this is kind of embarrassing. I've been working for her for 3 years, and she never trusted me with anything. I mostly did like the supply shopping. It's how she takes her tea. She really recently she was at a party with a vampire, but I wasn't allowed to go to that.
It wasn't a very good party.
It seemed really cool. Ernst was there and he stole a bunch of stuff, and that seemed great. But I didn't. I wasn't allowed to do that.
Yeah, Ernst. Ernst is dead, right?
Yes.
No, Ernst
yes.
is,
He.
okay.
There was a secret society that she was really, really into that I wasn't allowed to join at all, and I was pretty upset about that. But now she's like a rotting corpse, so Ernst was allowed to, which is he was her favorite.
Well, look where that got him, right?
Right.
Killed by a vampire.
Yeah, they were the Red Crown. Do you know about them?
Ernst
That's who they
Heidelman.
were.
Yeah.
Ernst Heidelman. Yes. Yeah. Does he say anything else, or just that?
Well, he's kind of out of it right now. So yeah, don't worry. He will talk at great length later.
I'm glad. I'm excited. I don't know a ton, but I've spent a lot of the last couple of years trying to learn as much as I can from a shockingly evil woman. So, whatever that is of value. I'm also really good at supply shopping, and I'm a very good admin. Very good admin at this point. So, if you need that.
Right.
Yeah. Not that I'm in the market for a new mistress, but...
What would you...
Yeah?
Mistress,
We don't have any of those, so it works out. You know a little bit about magic. What would you do with a chunk of Morsleeve if you had one?
What would I do with a chunk of Morsleeve if I had one? Can I roll an intelligence check?
Yeah, sure. Go for it. Yeah.
That's a 14.
It's, consider it sort of like someone asking, say, a scientist, what would you do with an open container of plutonium? Like, there's a lot you could do with it, but also it might melt your face off.
Gosh, that's nothing good. Nothing good. Personally, I guess I would probably try and maybe barter with it or something, because it's way too powerful for me to do anything with at this point. Again, I don't know if you saw her face. Very bad look. I would like to be a wizard, right? And I don't want that. So, wizard good, necromancy bad is my takeaway. That's what I've learned from this experience. Right. Yep. It's the popular saying. Yeah, I don't... I would say if your plan is to take that and make sure that Mistress Herzen and her compatriots don't have it, I would be very on board with that, because nothing they've done seems good at all.
To level with you a little bit, we thought this tower, this Dagmar secret compartment, was full of treasure and was just going to be chock full of money. So I don't know about you, Yeffy. I don't know what to do at this point. We got the balls, at least. That's
Got
something.
the ball.
You might be able
Yeah.
to sell it to the college or something.
I don't know. I think people
They're
are
very
gonna
rich.
keep trying to find these balls and keep trying to find that rack, right? And we know the von
Probably.
Wittgensteins want it, and we know they want to take it to their chaos master, demon lord, doctor
Right.
person.
Oh,
Well, if we sell it to the college of the Empire, they're probably not going to summon a Chaos Lord with it, right?
Yeah, unless the
They'll probably
conspiracy
study it.
theory. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Mia. What?
oh, I was going to say they'll probably study it. They're very stuffy, but they're very rich. So
You know people there?
I thought about applying once. I went there. I filled out an application. They were kind of rude, and then I signed up with Mistress Herzen. So
God.
Wow.
We have also
Yeah.
made many good decisions.
yep.
I understand
Yeah.
that, right?
Huh.
Well, let's get out of this chaos-ridden desert place,
Mm.
right? And keep talking about this, and we'll
Yep.
come up with some more plan. We have a boat. You know,
Oh,
it's
good.
nice.
Love a boat.
I will assume that your group returns, camps for the remainder of the night, then returns to the canoes, starts making your way back to Unterbaum. Does that sound about
Where
right?
are those other two guys? Are they still there?
When you return to that camp, you find that yes and no. One of them seems to have escaped his bonds, and you can see your pile of rope lying there, as well as the camp seems to have been quickly ransacked. The other one's throat has been slit.
Oh, damn it.
Were there people here?
Well,
Yeah, you come. They bring you back, Mina, at first to the campsite that you were at with Etelka and her 3 bodyguards. 2 of her bodyguards are dead here, and the camp looks ransacked.
Gotcha. Ugh.
Did we?
otherwise,
do that?
Yeah,
we only killed one of these guys.
We only killed one, right?
Oh. Yeah, they were. They were okay.
Yeah.
What was the rat, Fred? He was kind of
The
nice.
rat's problem.
Oh yeah, the
Yeah.
rats,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
right.
The rat.
Oh, that makes sense. They were
Right?
terrible. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just a job. You don't really know who you're going to bodyguard for, so it's kind of tough. Stupid rat man. I'm glad we killed him.
The ratman corpses are still in the cave where you left them, for what that's worth. Okay.
I'm not taking them with me.
Okay.
Take it with us.
So, do you guys typically take a body part from everyone you kill? Is that?
No, not everyone. Just special people.
Not in a weird way. Not in a weird way, though. In like a professional capacity, just when it's
Sure.
prudent for us to do so. We don't have a bunch of dead bodies piled around.
Okay, that's good. That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
That's a red flag.
Yeah.
Unless you guys had other things you wanted to do up here, I'm going to assume you're having these conversations as Cora Breath leads you back to your original camp, and then the next morning loads up the canoes, and the 3 of you spend the next 3, or 4 of you spend the 5 of you, including Cora Breath, spend the next 3 days paddling back down the river towards Unterbaum.
We don't have anything else to do up here, right? This is our only... Because we've got Dagmar's 3rd. We got the 3rd key. Yeah. Bruno was particularly unhelpful on the way back. Even less so than...
Excellent.
I think. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else we really wanted up here.
I don't think so.
Yeah. From my experience, it seems like a bad area.
Yeah.
As you
Well-
leave that area, it starts to you definitely all feel a weight lift off your shoulders as you leave behind the
Ooh.
strange, desolate area, the odd smells, the weird growths coming out of the ground. You start to see more normal trees, more normal nature coming back. And after the third day, actually, it takes you 1 day less coming down because now at least you're going with the flow of the river. And you come finally to the little village of Unterbaum, and you see the palisades and the collection of huts, and the welcoming sign of the tavern of the Twin Falls.
Didn't think I'd ever be so happy to be back in the town of cannibals.
Excuse me?
Yeah, don't mind that.
Oh, sorry. Don't tell Corbra this, but I think everyone here eats people. Maybe Corbra
No.
too.
It's delicious meat. It's fine.
Watch out. You know,
Okay.
Be sharp.
Over,
Only eat the vegetables.
over those 3 days, Mina, Korbrith does apply some kind of balm that he has to your wound and replaces the bandage several times. And you, at this point, are no longer critically injured. You get motion back in your hand. You're still
Nice.
at 0
Hooray.
wounds, but you are no longer considered critically injured. And after 3 days, you arrive in Unterbaum.
Thank goodness.
Oh,
And Korbrith wishes, well done. I knew that Sigmar would send me great champions, and he did. And I greatly appreciate
and he
everything
was,
you've done,
yeah.
and I wish you the best.
Oh, thank you
Yeah.
so much for your help with the hand and also
Yep.
the other stuff. Really incredible. Thank you.
Yeah. Thanks, Corbra.
He
Real
turns
lifesaver.
he turns to you, Indigo, and he presses into your hand a small clay pot with a little cloth covering tied on it. He says, "Here, take this.
Oh,
You might need it in your line of work." Huh? He claps you on the shoulder. Good luck to you. And he
what is it?
stumbles off. It's more of the same of whatever he was just putting on Mina's hand.
Hey,
nice.
that's useful.
Oh.
So,
Great.
Necromancy then.
wouldn't do it.
Anyway,
Why?
the
What
night
about
we're
it?
back here, I go out to find a dead chipmunk again.
Oh my god!
Oh my gosh.
Oh, good lord.
You sneak out in the middle of the night, Bruno, and
Definitely, yes.
yeah. Roll me an intelligence test.
18.
Okay. You feel like you're starting to figure it out. You're still not sure about the second book is still beyond what you'll be able to figure out.
Okay.
But you feel like you're figuring out how this process works. You realize, you remember Etelka had that powder, and you're reading the book and looking it over and going, oh, that was surely the ashes of freshly cremated dead, because that's what the book says you're supposed to have.
Oh, okay.
And you think, if you just had some of that and maybe some of this incense it talks about, you could do it.
That makes a lot of sense.
But
All
the
right.
chipmunk does not come back to life.
Sorry, little buddy. Next time. Just throw the chipmunk back in the woods. Shunk.
Excellent.
Oh,
Freaking
man.
terrible.
Oh my god.
All right, and that's, I think, where we will wrap up for the evening.
Wow.
And we will
was
begin
spectacular. Jesus.
next
That's
week
Spectacular.
back at the Tavern of the Twin Falls.
Those are definitely our spookiest rolls.
Mina, I believe that you have achieved your first
Nice.
personal ambition in a single night. Well done.
Yes! Of quitting. That was my personal ambition.
Excellent.
Quitting the employ of
Hooray!
Etelka. Yes,
Nice.
it has happened. So you
I'm
get
so happy.
you get 50 XP for that.
Wonderful.
Has anybody else achieved personal ambition?
Close. Close.
Okay.
We achieved our party ambition.
Yes. Now that you did, you have the
baby,
third ball.
That's right.
You did indeed.
Oh
I
yeah.
didn't see don't kill Etelka.
No, you did not.
Yeah,
you definitely
Yeah,
failed
yeah,
at that
yeah.
personal ambition of
Yeah.
not killing Etelka. Great. Let's see. You guys are currently 3rd level. Is that right?
Most of us are 4. I'm 3.
Most of you are 4? Yeah? 4.
Yeah.
Okay. Great. So, you all gain... So make sure I get this right. You all gain 400 XP.
Yes.
400 XP, including you, Mina.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Wow, I jumped in at the right time.
You definitely
Yeah.
came in at the right time.
Oh, this is good. I'm level 2. Maybe I'll level up.
I'm sure that you will make level 3 with that.
Lovely.
Yeah, I hit 4 now. Nice.
Excellent.
That's so exciting.
And you guys will have to think about what the new party ambition is. So
Yeah.
maybe toss around some ideas for that over over the coming week.
Yeah.
So with that,
Oh yeah.
I will.
Oh yeah, I gotta get my.
I will say thank you all for joining us tonight. And,
Oh my god.
Can I,
The mouth moves. That's.
Can I press
It's
the button?
so good.
You even hit the thing. Yeah.
I'm not sure if I can find the mouse. Wait, there it is. Okay.
Damn. Here we go.
Thanks
yeah.
everyone for joining us tonight. I hope you can still hear me. And we will
Oh,
see
we
you
can.
next week on 10 Dead Rats. Good night, everybody.
Bye. Happy
Bye.
Halloween.